but nothing happens, that will be definitely costly for him.
Yes, indeed it will be. And I am convinced there will be action in all this. Kenya must have a Damascus moment, because we cannot develop the country against endemic, deeply rooted corruption where state resources are wantonly stolen left, right, and center. Corruption must be criminalized and punished. And I'm happy the president came out more boldly yesterday. And this time round, he was not only dealing with one institution, like he dealt with Parliament during the PG group, and Parliament.
How did he deal with Parliament?
And Parliament, of course, he made statements about
just
Parliament.
Statements.
He made statements. He made statements. As a leader, he made statements, very bold statements. And Parliament, instead of rising to the occasion.
Sossion, do you feel that the tough statements by the president are enough to deter corruption?
No. The statement by the president is providing leadership, very consistent, and therefore the agencies and institutions involved must rise to the occasion. That is one. Two, Fred, when the president calls out Parliament, when the president calls out executive, when the president calls out judiciary, that is very collective, and it is universal. It is a fundamental message for that matter. And I think we take advantage as a country now to rally around this message to fight corruption. When you talk about the health sector, it is one institution that has accommodated corruption in a big way for many years. Many facilities, medical facilities that are registered and they operate, they don't necessarily operate to treat, they operate to squeeze money out of Kenyans. And that is why it is becoming difficult to deal with it, and you can see what Duale is doing. You know, I would not call for Duale and team to resign, but we would encourage them to crack on these fellows harder. And it is not just about making these criminals within the health sector and health industry refund the money, but criminalize them and jail them. And this is where we need cooperation of all arms, Fred. Unless all arms cooperate.
You're making the same tough statement, just like the president.
Expeditious prosecution, because that is the truth.
Later, you're still talking tough.
The president himself cannot prosecute. It is a judiciary to do it.
He's the one who promised.
The president himself cannot investigate. It is EACC and DPP. And as the overall leader of government, he has made a very bold statement.
This paper is pointing at particular individuals, Baraza.
Untouchable.
Don't you think that's where the president should start? The chairperson of SHA, fingers are being pointed at him. The CS in charge of health, whether or not directly involved, he has failed to some extent.
Let me just ask something. When you talk about SHA, what comes in your mind? It's corruption.
Left.
Because how was it created? Under certain controversy. Two, if you look at the president's statement, it's a knee-jerk reaction.